Hello and welcome to the 2021 Iowa Sports Foundation Year in Review. I'm your host, Rod Bodholdt. Over the next half hour, we'll shine the spotlight on some of the programs and participants who've made this another special year at the Iowa Sports Foundation. And we'll also talk about some of the exciting events that are coming up as we look forward to 2022. Since 1987, the Iowa Sports Foundation has brought people together to celebrate sports, health, and wellness all across the state of Iowa. It is amazing all that happens over the course of an Iowa Sports Foundation year, and we have lots to celebrate on this program, so stay with us. When we come back, we'll hear from Iowa Sports Foundation CEO and Executive Director Chuck Long. That's coming up next.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Gold. It's not an accessory or a trophy. It's a chase that pushes limits. This is your why. Why you polish and perfect and rise above fear to be gold. This is the State Games of America. Go for the gold.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Sports Foundation Year in Review. We're joined by Chuck Long on the show right now. Chuck, it's amazing how fast a year at the Iowa Sports Foundation whizzes by. How are we doing today?
Thanks, Rod. I'm doing well, and so is the foundation.
That's great. Great to hear. It's definitely been challenging times for you guys and really every other organization as well. Can you talk a little bit about how the Iowa Sports Foundation has tried to adjust and adapt to the COVID-19 pandemic and continue to grow?
Yes, Rod, it's definitely been challenging for our staff, our board of directors, commissioners, and volunteers, but we all adapted and implemented safety measures during the COVID pandemic. And because of these adaptations, we were able to come back strong with all of our programs, events, and challenges for 2021. We implemented safety, fun, and competitive events in over 60 communities across the state, with participants representing all 99 counties. We came back real strong, Rod.
That's awesome and great to hear. It's amazing that you can grow during a challenging time like that, but that's wonderful news. I'm sure for many people, being involved in your Iowa Sports Foundation programs during these times was like encouraging, a way to get back on track and stay active, which was challenging to do during these times. You've been with the Iowa Sports Foundation for 7 years now, that's really hard to believe. Time flies, I know. What growth have you experienced during that time? What have you seen happen at the foundation?
Well, it's hard to believe it's been 7 years. I mean, time flies. I'm having a blast. We just ended our 35th year as a foundation, and I'm incredibly proud of the growth that we've seen in that time. Let me give you an example. From 1991 to 2000, that decade, the Iowa Sports Foundation had nearly 175,000 participants. From 2011 to 2021, we had over 2.3 million participants. So we appear to be on the right path, and we are the leader across the state in all these opportunities, and we're going to continue that growth, and we're looking forward to the next decade.
Chuck, those numbers are incredible and really encouraging as we look to the future. I know you feel the same way. We're going to talk more with Chuck a little later in the show, but right now we're going to take a time out. When we come back, we'll talk to Live Healthy Iowa participant Lori Scott. Stay with us.
People should get a flu shot because it not only prevents you from getting the flu, but if you do get it, then it dramatically decreases how sick you become. We know when most people are vaccinated, we can decrease the spread of the virus 40 to 60%. And not only will it protect you, but it protects your loved ones around you and those people in the community that are most vulnerable. It's very important to get the vaccine for everyone, and we'll be able to provide that vaccine for you. You can go online and schedule an appointment.
Are you ready to live healthy? A healthy lifestyle doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can be dedicating time with family, choosing nutritious options, getting active with friends, and building healthy habits. Team up and join the Live Healthy Iowa 10-Week Wellness Challenge. Learn more and register now at livehealthyiowa.org.
Welcome back to the Iowa Sports Foundation Year in Review. We are joined now on the program by Lori Scott, who has been a participant in the Live Healthy Iowa program. Lori, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
You bet. Let's start with just a little background on your story. Tell us how you learned about Live Healthy Iowa and what made you think, I need to be involved in this program.
Well, I have been aware of Live Healthy Iowa for several years. I have participated many times in the past, but in August of 2020, I was quite overweight, over 210 pounds, and I had decided that I was going to start living a healthier lifestyle. I decided at that point I wanted to lose some weight, and I was eating healthy, and then in that fall, the Live Healthy Iowa Next Step Challenge came about, and so I signed up with some teammates here at work, and it really pushed me to move more and helped me realize the importance of not only eating healthy but also getting an extra activity in order to help in my weight loss journey.
Lori, it's really an interesting story in that you had previous experience with Live Healthy Iowa. What made it different this time? What made your outlook different, and how do you see how it's changed your lifestyle overall?
I think I was determined this time to make a lifelong change rather than just a short-term change. It wasn't just about the Live Healthy Iowa Challenge. It was also about me wanting to be healthier and just feel better about myself. And that's, I think, what really helped. And then also I had teammates at the beginning that I didn't want to let down. And I realized how much better I felt by getting in that extra activity every day.
Hey, Lori, I also want to ask you a little bit about your involvement in the Next Step program. I understand that has been a good challenge for you. Talk a little bit about how you've seen growth and improvement in that area.
So in 2020, when I joined that challenge, when at the very beginning, I had been reaching about 8,000 steps per day. Through that challenge, it helped me increase to about 10,500 steps per day on average. I continued that process after the challenge completed. And then this year in 2021, I started the challenge again with another teammate. And I was able throughout that challenge to increase my steps to over 16,000 on average per day. And I just realized how much of an advantage that gave me and how much better I felt by getting in the extra steps each day.
That's fantastic. I'll follow up with one other thought about that. I would imagine that as you go through a day thinking I need to get these steps, I need to make sure I move this much, it probably also only makes sense that it impacts what you eat, what you snack on, and how you think about all those areas that affect wellness, and it sends you in a more positive direction in all those ways. Is that true?
Absolutely. I can tell you, first of all, that just getting in the activity and being outside, even if it's a little chilly outside, helps mentally help you better for the day. But also it makes you think twice about the next snack that you're going to have, making sure that you have maybe fruits and veggies available for snacks to take on the walk with you, because you want to make sure that you're making the most out of every day.
That's a great story, and I'm sure your story can be an inspiration to others who maybe just need to keep trying and need to give it that one more run at it. When you have a chance to talk to people, what do you tell them to encourage them about your journey and how it might apply in their life?
I think for years I've always had this all or nothing thinking that if I wasn't perfect on a specific day, that I might as well just give up and start over. I have learned that there are bumps along the road that come, but you can work with those. They're not the end of the world. And then just getting back on track the next meal, the next day, whatever the case may be, and not just giving up completely.
That's great. Your approach is obviously that this is a journey. It's not a one-day event. It's not a, can I reach this goal? So that means there's always something next, right? So what do you see when you look in your future on your wellness journey? What's up next for Lori?
Well, I've lost currently a little over 50 pounds, and I have about 10 more pounds to go to get to my goal. But I want to make these changes lifelong and not just a means to an end. And so my whole goal is to just continue on this journey and enjoy every step of the way, to be proud of the little things that I do each day to try to get me to where I need to be, and just celebrate those successes.
Lori, thank you for taking the time again to share your story with us. I'm sure others will benefit from hearing it, and good luck as your wellness journey continues.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we're going to take a break right now on the show, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll visit with the Sean Runyon Adaptive Sports Iowa Athlete of the Year, Emily Medina.
I'm passionate about making a difference in my patients' lives.
We are the only place in Iowa that can do what we do because of the tools we have and the experts we have in all the different fields.
We see the toughest cases, so we are always innovating.
All of us at the institution are working literally with every waking hour and how to make these patients' lives better. Patients come from all over the world to see specialists in their care.
That's what keeps me going, knowing we can make a difference every day.
How would you describe shopping for a new car? Shop miserable? Shop frustrated? At Smart Honda, shopping for a new car is simple. The entire purchase can be done online from the comfort of your own home. We'll even deliver your new vehicle right to your door, so you never step foot inside the dealership. And every new Honda comes with our Smart Price Guarantee. Can't get much simpler than that. Visit smarthonda.com.
What do you gotta do to get the best value? Get smart!
Not all internet is created equal. If you want internet that's even faster than advertised, if you want Wi-Fi on Mega Blast, if you want enough power to power all the things, that's asking for more than a lot. That's demanding extreme, and you deserve it.
Welcome back to the Iowa Sports Foundation Year in Review. We're joined on the program now by Adaptive Sports Iowa athlete Emily Medina. Emily, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me on the show, Rod.
You bet, Emily. You have a great story, and I wondered if you could just start by giving us a little background. Tell us about your story and how you got started with Adaptive Sports Iowa.
I have ataxia. It's pretty rare. Not a lot of people know about it. Leaving out all the medical stuff, ataxia is a combination of MS and Parkinson's. I started participating in Adaptive Sports Iowa so I could get new experiences and so I could feel that I was part of something. It's such a great feeling to be part of something where others see you as a person and not as a hindrance or a problem. In this group, everyone makes me feel like I'm normal.
Well, Emily, that's really an amazing and inspiring story. Tell us how Adaptive Sports Iowa has made an impact. It sounds like it's sort of changed your life a little.
Yes, Adaptive Sports Iowa has made such a positive impact on my life. I've always had a dream of doing a full week of RAGBRAI, but before I joined, I was only able to do a day or two of RAGBRAI due to the challenges of me not being able to figure out transportation, my overnight needs, and have a buddy or assistance while riding the route. And now I've done 8 full weeks of RAGBRAI, and I know I have many more to come. While I'm on RAGBRAI, I have met so many people and have made so many friends that I only see during that week, and also friends that I see year round. Not just friends, I want to call them family. No one judges you there, and that means so much to me. There's such a sense of belonging and community.
That's fantastic. I love hearing your story. It's kind of goosebump material. Do you feel that way with the impact that it has had on you? It's really a neat story.
I do. I just hope that I can be some sort of inspiration for others.
When you heard that you were being named the 2021 Sean Runyon Adaptive Sports Iowa Athlete of the Year, what was your initial reaction? What did it mean to you?
I was really shocked. I didn't even know that I was in the running for this. When Hannah let me know that I was selected, I just felt so honored. It's so nice to know that others see me for my accomplishments and what I'm doing.
One last question for you. People can certainly learn life lessons from hearing your story and just the way that you approach life. What do you hope that people take away from your story and maybe learn from your attitude and your effort?
Well, my advice would be just to get out there and try. Nothing can be accomplished without beginning to try. Unfortunately, adversity is a part of life. Some just have more challenges than others, but I like to say disability is not inability. Once you try something, you'll have a great feeling of accomplishment. And I know that every day that I do.
Emily, that's fantastic advice. Thank you again for making time to join us on the program today. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and best of luck going forward.
Oh, thank you very much. I enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. Let's take another quick time out here on the show. When we come back, we'll talk with Marty McCone, Iowa Games Female Athlete of the Year, Jasmine Ludke. Stay with us.
When the pandemic arrived, time stood still. But the innovators at Iowa State didn't. Their drive went into overdrive, developing models that track and forecast the virus, making data more accessible to scientists and doctors worldwide, collaborating to expand testing capacity for faster results, exploring a viral testing platform as portable as your phone. This is what a changing world needs. Innovation in overdrive.
Are you ready to live healthy? A healthy lifestyle doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can be dedicating time with family, choosing nutritious options, getting active with friends, and building healthy habits. Team up and join the Live Healthy Iowa 10-Week Wellness Challenge. Learn more and register now at livehealthyiowa.org.
Welcome back to the Iowa Sports Foundation Year in Review. Joining us now is Iowa Games Female Athlete of the Year, Jasmine Ludke, a wrestler from Ottumwa. Jasmine, welcome to the show.
All right, thank you for having me.
You bet. Congrats on all that you have already accomplished in the sport of yours in wrestling. You were recently named the Iowa Games Female Athlete of the Year and the first female wrestler to receive this award in the history of the Iowa Games. Congratulations again. When you first found out about this honor, what were your initial thoughts? What did it mean to you?
I was really excited and I was really proud of myself knowing that I accomplished something big, and I was just really happy with how my performance at the Iowa Games paid off, and I'm glad I got to be recognized for this, and I'm glad I got to meet the people I did at the Iowa Games.
Neat experience, I'm sure. For those who haven't had a chance to see you wrestle, how would you describe your style? When you head out on the mat, what is your approach, and what do you think things are that are really important to you being successful on the mat?
For me, being successful on the mat means thinking that I'm going to go into that match, scoring the points, being like on my best, like offense, defense, and just trying to score the most points as I can and hoping to get that fall maybe.
When people watch you wrestle, do they see an aggressive style of wrestling that really attacking, or what is their reaction?
I like to say that I'm aggressive, and I really like to be the one that's doing all the movement, trying to set up my own shots and doing what I want.
Girls wrestling is one of those up and coming sports, not only in our state of Iowa, but across the country. You began competing at a young age, and you even qualified for the boys state wrestling tournament. How do you feel wrestling has made an impact on you as an athlete?
Knowing that I am a wrestler, I know when to push myself, and with the other sports I do, during cross country and track, I really push myself and I exceed that limit, and I'm always wanting to be number one, and I don't like to fail and I don't like to lose. So I guess wrestling gave me that drive.
I would think there's probably a confidence that comes in your sport that carries over to others. Is that fair to say?
Yes, that is very true.
You're considered certainly a leader in your sport, in your community that you're growing up in. What is a thing or two that you try to tell younger females who are maybe interested in this sport of wrestling that you're already excelling? What do you try to tell them to encourage them?
I tell them to just go ahead and do it. There's middle school girls. I told them on the first day, just go out, try your best, and no one can really say anything about it. I really told them that I loved wrestling. I loved wrestling since I begun in third grade. So I really love the sport, and I hope that they can fall in love with the sport just as I did. And I got to meet so many great people, and I hope they get the chance to do that as well.
Jasmine, thank you again for joining us tonight, making time in your busy schedule to be on the program. We wish you the best of luck in the rest of your season.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. We're going to take a time out right now on the show. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with CEO and Executive Director of the Iowa Sports Foundation, Chuck Long, as he talks about what's coming up in 2022. Stay with us.
It's not an accessory or a trophy. It's a chase that pushes limits. This is your why. Why you polish and perfect and rise above fear to be gold. This is the State Games of America. Go for the gold.
And welcome back to the Iowa Sports Foundation Year in Review. Chuck Long joins us again. Chuck, it sounds like 2022 will be another exciting year for the Iowa Sports Foundation. Can you give us a little preview?
I'm really excited about 2022, Rod. It's going to be a great year. We are going to host the State Games of America in July. We'll kick things off in the new year, however, with the Live Healthy Iowa 10-Week Wellness Challenge, proudly sponsored by the Iowa Food and Family Project, and the Winter Iowa Games presented by Grinnell Mutual, along with Adaptive Sports Iowa programs and events starting up in late winter, early spring. but we are excited about 2022.
It does sound like a busy start to the year for sure. You mentioned the State Games of America a little bit there. Can you tell us more about that event and what we can expect?
Well, we're hosting the State Games of America in Ames and Des Moines throughout that corridor, July 27 to 31. We're excited to have out-of-state athletes, and we believe we'll have all 50 states represented. So that's going to be really exciting for us, all the way from Alaska to Massachusetts, Rod. So we have a wide range of people coming in, but we're gearing up for that right now, and registration is open as we speak.
Well, that sounds like great competition, Chuck, and a whole lot of fun, too. Do Iowa athletes from our state, have to do anything special to qualify for the event?
No, the great thing about this event is all Iowans are eligible to compete. Out-of-state athletes have to qualify, but since Iowa is the host state, everyone is able to compete.
Well, that's great to hear. If athletes from the state of Iowa do want to participate, I think you said registration is open. What do they need to do to be involved?
Yeah, the best place to visit is on our website, stategamesofamerica.org. That's stategamesofamerica.org. All the sport details are there, as well as how to travel. All the information about the event is right there on stategamesofamerica.org.
Sounds like there's plenty to look forward to this summer, and it should be a whole lot of fun. Is there anything else you'd like to let people know about as we get ready to wrap up the show?
Yes, I would, Rod. I would like to say thank you to all of our great sponsors, donors, supporters, participants, commissioners, and volunteers who didn't waver from their commitment to the Iowa Sports Foundation and all of our programs through the height of the pandemic. Your commitment allows us to continue as a state's leader in providing opportunities for Iowans to live a healthier lifestyle. We sincerely thank you for your support. We look forward to continuing our relationship with you for many years to come, especially our next year, 2022. We're looking forward to it.
That sounds great, Chuck, and very well said. Best of luck to you and your team as you get ready for a busy 2022.
Thank you, Rod.
The entire state is excited for the upcoming year, and we look forward to many great programs, events, and challenges. The challenge for you is to take advantage of these opportunities. Get involved, be active, and be part of the fun with the Iowa Sports Foundation in 2022. Thanks again for watching.